ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Bout number 1, proudly brought to you by Absolute Enterprises. This bout will be contested over 3 rounds MMA rules, welterweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, tonight making his MMA debut. He stands 175 centimeters tall, weighing in at 76.7 kilograms. Trained out of the Ronin Academy in Townsville. Please make some noise for Davison! And introduce his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, also making his MMA debut. He stands 185 centimeters tall, weighing in at 76.4 kilograms. Trained out of Mackay MMA, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Templar!
And here we go, looking to get the action started tonight. Sensational kickoff with a debut fight because it gives us commentators absolutely stuff all to go by. But the boys will be looking to make an impact from the start.
Final instructions from the man in the middle, Roylicious.
Very much a stockier build fighter versus a rangier fighter, but sometimes that never plays out that way anyway.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
Good. Dallas does look like he does want to penetrate that range quick, while Peter is going to try to keep him at the end. Very, very nice takedown there by
Peter.
Peter, that's it. Both our fighters wearing the black shorts. They're just doing us all sorts of favours in this fight. Good. He's looking to transition on top there.
Looking to go straight to the mount, looks like. No, back into the guard.
Nice guard recovery, and straight to a nice high guard there. Beautiful double underhook pass. Neither fighter has a rank in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but when these fighters training MMA, that the grappling aspect's always going to be high on their priorities list. Whether it be straight Jiu-Jitsu grappling, judo, wrestling, they're going to be fairly familiar with all the groundwork.
Yeah, Peter on top here. He's side control right now, looking to go maybe the mount to get some strikes in.
Dallas at one stage was looking to get a bit of traction off that cage to launch around, but well done by Peter, just moving those legs off the cage.
Let's go, Mackay, make some noise.
He's found his way back.
And when you're in Peter's position, you want to make sure he doesn't get that ability to
that full mount,
get into the cage and stuff. But yeah, full mount. Dangerous position to be in.
That's it.
When you're on bottom.
He's trying to squirm his way out, Dallas, but now he's giving up his back with both hooks.
Wow, Peter transitions flawlessly to the back. Sticks him like glue almost.
Very nice transitions there by the young fighter.
Yeah.
Looking to set up the head arm choke. Can't quite get that arm up. Dallas needs to be careful, especially from that mount position. Keep reaching up and controlling the head. There's lots of dangerous things that can happen there, including the head arm choke.
Yeah, he needs to bridge and use his hips to buck Peter off. And definitely not grab around the head like that when you're on bottom. Doesn't do anything.
That's it. Now this is about the stage in that first round where those debut fighters start feeling that, the adrenaline start rushing through them, breath start to get a little bit heavier. Normally the person that can control that better is going to make the fight a little bit easier on themselves.
Yeah, Peter looks like he's taking his time, though. He's kind of just methodically going from position to position without really exerting a lot of energy, which is what a lot of new fighters like to do.
He does show a lot of composure, especially for someone of such a young age. And there's our first round in the bank. I'd say that's a fairly obvious round to score there, Ben. 10-9 towards our young fighter from Mackay.
That's what I'd put it at.
David Dallas didn't take too much damage in that round. It was more of a controlled grappling session, but he does need to be careful about letting young Peter get to those control positions. He looked very in control, especially when he moved to that back position. and it didn't look like he was going to get out of that mount anytime soon. So if I was Dallas, I'd be looking to keep those hips low and start sprawling and throwing some big overhand rights.
Yeah, Peter, again, taking his time and not rushing into any submissions, giving up positions at all, just staying on top. Pretty happy where he was at.
Beautiful. So just to reiterate what we were looking at before, guys, so the first 7 bouts of the outing will be B-class rules. So B-class rules consist of 3 by 3 minute rounds. They remove the nasty stuff like the elbows and the rotational leg locks, so some of these younger fighters can get experience without receiving too many nasty cuts or removement of their crucial ligaments. And then they can move on to the A-class bouts, as we will be doing later on tonight.
And with those rotational ankle locks, can be really dangerous when someone with just enough experience knows to put the move on but not control it. So it can be very dangerous.
The last thing we want is a whole bunch of young fighters destroying their knees so they can't ever fight again.
That takes a long time to recover.
It does.
I'm talking years.
And very curious there. Dallas has come out and shot for the takedown. Maybe he's just decided he's happy to be on the ground as long as Peter's not on top of him. He's using that cage to pin well, just getting that little bit of work done while hunting the neck. Be interesting to see whether Peter can regain his guard here. Here we go. Now he's got that nice long lanky style body. Normally bodes well for a guard play. Let's see if he has got much guard action going.
Dallas chooses to bring it back up to the feet.
He might have been thinking the same thing.
I would have kept it on the ground, to be honest with you.
He was in a nice top thing, but he didn't look too confident about sitting in that guard.
He goes for a takedown again.
He's got that guillotine choke.
Really
if he can get that right elbow nice and high, that's going to put that choke on even deeper.
Oh, it looks deep. He might get roll over here.
Oh, he's doing the right things here. As long as he starts fighting the hands, Dallas, he needs to fight the hands before going for that escape.
Yeah, Dallas needs to tripod up, put a lot of pressure through his shoulder onto Peter's face, which takes some of the pressure off. It looks like he's out.
And young Peter's removed to a body triangle from his back, which is great to compress our opponents, but not really great for an attacking. It's very hard to start formulating the rest of our attacks from that bottom triangle position.
Yeah, it definitely locks your hips down, and when you're in bottom, you need to use your hips a lot. And when you have them triangled like that, you can't pretty much have them locked down, can't move. I can't. I've never done that from bottom anyways. Like, can't even do it with my short legs.
Nah, man. And just when we talk about that, now we got a bit of the Hubba Guard. Big shout out to Frank Backer down there in Melbourne. He'll be loving it if he's watching this. Becoming very popular in the MMA at the moment. Great position, not only just to set up your submissions and that, but just control that posture of your opponent. Stop them from punching you in the face, which is always a good thing.
And it's back on the feet. But Dallas shoots a double leg again, put him on. He's looking like he's trying to score points on the takedowns. But, I mean, I think he should have just stayed on the ground and just kind of wore out the last round, save some energy for the next one.
It looked very much, I think you're right there, Ben, it looked very much a strategic style round. He wanted to get through that round without putting himself in too much danger, yet doing enough just to score that round. So would you have that one at one-on-one there, Ben?
Yeah, definitely. Dallas, it's up one. Well, it's tied now, so it's one-on-one. But yeah, anytime you shoot a takedown as well, like you risk the chance of getting guillotined, and I would have just kept it on the ground. But you know, guy probably just likes takedown. He likes picking up people and putting them down really hard.
So we're coming to one apiece now. It'll be interesting to see how they approach this last round now. There's been a lot of ground fighting in this fight, but it'll be interesting to see whether young Peter wants to keep it on the feet. He has got quite a significant range advantage, but it does look like to me Dallas does have the upper hand when it does come to the wrestling. So he looks like he's got more of an opportunity to choose whether they want to stay up or go down.
And that that ability is probably one of the key abilities to have in the cage, is be able to dictate where the fight goes.
Absolutely, that wrestling is such a big hit. Which college were we out of, Ben, over in America?
I didn't wrestle in college, actually.
That's Brian Ebersol's fault. He's feeding me lines, B. Ebersol.
Yeah, Brian, he likes to think that I wrestle and stuff. Peter goes in for the takedown and gets sprawled on by Dallas.
Yeah, that was our first big standing strike of the thing. Dallas comes out and lands that overhand right. Peter having none of that, looking to instigate that takedown.
Peter needs to just pick that leg up and just keep driving. He stopped that motion and kind of stopped the takedown, but now he's got the mount.
Full mount here in that last round.
Position. Maybe looking to finish the fight here since it's tied up.
Dallas once again doing a great job of finding his feet to just get the leverage off that cage, try and explode out of these positions. There he goes.
There he goes.
Make sure he doesn't leave an arm behind. Great mounts. Oh, now he's pouring it on. The crowd getting excited.
Dallas
this could
is in
be our
trouble.
first finish.
He's in trouble. He's hurt.
Sensational mount by our young Peter Templar. He controls that really well with his long frame. And he's looking for the arm lock.
Peter's going for the arm bar.
He hasn't quite got that heavy leg where he needs it.
He's got locked.
Oh, beautiful escape. The Homer Simpson escape, as we call it. Now he's going to watch it.
Why is it called that?
We'll see if we can punch in some video later. We'll see where we get going. Oh,
wow.
Dallas gets back on. He wants to steal this round back. It's really sparked up in this last round now, Ben.
Big punches from the top there. Those punches are very heavy when you stand up and you punch someone on the ground. Not so much when you're on your knees. Got the arm bar locked out.
He's found that
That's locked out tight.
He's got nowhere to jump with it.
Yeah, he can't jump over this time because the cage is in the way. Oh, but somehow finds himself on the bottom.
Great showing by both fighters in their debut fight here.
This is going back and forth.
Yeah, that's it. Terrific skill by Peter Templar. Amazing toughness by Dallas.
Exciting round.
Yeah, very much so. They both want to win this fight.
Dallas kicks off the cage to get back onto his feet. But Peter's kind of got him in like a crucifix position on the bottom. Weird.
He's looking for that inverted triangle. Has he got the arm stuck in there as well?
No, I don't.
He's missing that
quite.
20 seconds.
Dallas is, he goes on top.
If he can get to a mount, maybe land some heavy punches, he could steal.
Might be able to steal this round. Oh, he's landing some big shots.
Finishing strong.
Oh, doing a lot of damage, Dallas.
Oh, that's a good finish.
I think that was enough to seal that round.
Oh, that's razor thin there, Ben. That's razor thin.
Man.
What do you look at there? Do we look at submission attempts? Do we look at damage at the end of that round?
I would have to go with the damage. I would value that over the submissions. Didn't quite look like the submissions were on 100%. But we do know those punches from the top from Dallas did a lot of damage.
He did a great job. They both fought to that last buzzer. Good to see from people in their first fight. They didn't look overawed by the situation. They both looked relaxed and instigated. Probably what they were looking to show.
And it looked like both fighters gave it all they had left in the tank in that last round.
Oh, yeah, I suspect they had the same view as us. There was a round apiece and someone needed to come out and win that last round, and they both did their damn to do that. It's very interesting to see how the judges score that. Sometimes it's always good to go by the Joe Rogan philosophy of, if this was a schoolyard fight, who was the person the teachers were pulling off top? And if we go with that was Dallas. Dallas was on the top at the end of that fight and throwing down haymakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Bout number one. We're turning to the cage. This bout proudly brought to you by Absolute Enterprises. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Ladies and gentlemen, your points decision winner from the red corner.
Wow!
Yeah, it was razor thin. I was tending to swing towards your direction as well there, Ben, but sometimes with these sort of fights, it's just a matter of who the person is judging and what they value a little bit more.
That's it. It's very subjective, I'd say.